holiday all across the world.
All across the world.
And may your homes be warm and bright, and have enough to eat.
Have enough to eat.
Have a festive holiday to my family.
To my family. I can't wait to see my sisters and my brother. I can't wait to tell my mother that I love her. Thinking back all the things we did.
Welcome into the show, Fanatical Massholes. Your boy, Rizzo, holding it down. Me the first to say happy holidays to all. Hopefully everybody's well. You got your Christmas shopping done and all that. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to talk about, obviously, recap last night's game. Reiterate something that I said about Dennis Allen. Get into some more MVP stats when it comes to the NFL. Obviously, my locks, I'm going full-fledged on locks, though. I'm giving all the playoff contenders. I'm picking their games, picking some NBA games as well. And then we got, let's see who we got. NBA top 10, bunch of other topics. Obviously, you know, my bozos, rants, all that good stuff. So stay locked with us. Before we get into the show, let's thank my sponsors, though. If you're looking to get a plate, I just put y'all on about it last week. Timothy Brunfield, Fatboy508 on Instagram. Timothy Brunfield on Facebook. Big Belly Barbecue is the man to go see. Plates is great. Fried lobster tail. Cajun wings. Got lamb. Lobster mac and cheese. All that. He's nice with it. Check him out. He caters. He does everything. Catch him next semester at Worcester State. He's going to be there every other Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So go check him out next year at Worcester State next semester. And also, if you're looking to get some gear, hit up my man Charles Price, a.k.a. C's Black, Young Fly Forever. They got clothes for kids, men, women. They got suits for men. They got dressy, leisurely gear for women. Check them out, www.youngflyforever.com. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. All right, here we go. Last night's game turned out to be all right, even though the Saints basically, man, they're trash. I'm saying they made a good show of it towards the end of the game, but it shouldn't have took that long for it to go down like that. Let's run through what happened. All right, so hold on, let me get my notes here. Did I lose it? Nope. All right. So the Rams win 30-22. Stafford did his thing. 24 for 34, 328, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 91 QBR. Kyron Williams, they ran the ball. Rams get a running game. They could be dangerous, and the defense is playing pretty well. You know what I mean? Puka Nacua, man's come out of nowhere, still shining. 9 for 164 and a touchdown. Denard Robinson, 6 for 82 and a touchdown. And then you got Derek Carr, 27 for 40, 319, three touchdowns and 1 pick. Fourth quarters when he really came on, made it close, but for the most part, the Rams had him stifled. Look at Alvin Kamara, 9 for 19 yards on rush on the ground, 5 for 16 on through the air catching, 35 total yards for Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara, the Swiss Army knife, the do everything back. 35 total yards. That's not gonna get it done. New Orleans is never gonna win games like that when he only gets 35 yards a game. I said it last week. I think Dennis Allen is in big trouble for the Saints. I think the Saints gonna be looking for another head coach next season. I do. This ain't panning out right. This team should be winning this division by a few games. Too much talent, defensively and offensively. Way too much. And you throw in the quarterback. You got a quarterback. He was supposed to be a quarterback. Damn, it's not looking good for Dennis Allen on. But all right, yeah, so that's a good win for the Saints. I mean, Rams, I keep mixing them up, but the Rams, good win for them. I think the Rams gonna make the playoffs, man. But I'm gonna get into that. Speaking of that, I got some picks as far as my playoff contenders who must win and the scenario leading going forward as far as the rest of the schedule. So stay locked for that. But yeah, all right, that was a good win for the Rams, though. I think they're gonna be dangerous. All right. Now let's get into the topic that's now that we're getting to the end of the season. Let's get into the MVP race in NFL. To me, it comes down to 5 players. Comes down to Tua, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Christian McCaffrey, and Tyreek Hill. I throw in Jared Goff, though, because Jared Goff's had a sneaky year. So take a Jared Goff's numbers. 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 picks, 58 QBR, 67% complete, 67 completion percentage. I mean, he's had some bad games, though. So Goff, I mean, he looked bad against the Bears twice. I mean, he's basically thrown 5 picks against the Bears alone. Just them two. So half his interceptions have been against the Bears, have come against the Bears. And one of them was a loss, obviously, but in the last game they played against the Bears, he only had 161 yards on 20 of 35 passing, 26.5 QBR, 57 completion percentage. So, yeah, that might take him out. So, here's the case we make for Tua. Tua, basically, Tua struggled against who did Tua struggle? So, Tua, he struggled against the good teams. Can't beat them. You know what I mean? So, Tua against Buffalo, 25 of 35, 282, 42.3 QBR, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Not bad, but they lost. They got smashed. Philly shut them down, basically. 23 for 32, 216 yards, 32 QBR, 71 completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Same thing in Buffalo. Kansas City, or in Germany, 21 for 34, 193 yards, 45 QBR, 1 touchdown, no pick, 61 completion percentage. But they got smashed. And then Tennessee, a game that they shouldn't have lost, but this is when Tyreek Hill went out. So here we go. 23 of 33, 240, not bad. 29 QBR, 69 completion percentage. No touchdowns, no picks. So he really didn't impact the game. He didn't take the game over. And when Tyreek Hill went out, the Dolphins offense looked way different. Now against the Jets last week, they went out and dropped 30 on them. Jalen Waddle did his thing, threw a big bomb to him. So that kind of might push him back in, but I think he might be out of it too. And like I said, then we get to Brock Purdy, who everybody thinks should be the MVP. I guess if you want to give it to him, cool. But here's my thing. Without without Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, and them guys, he's thrown 7 interceptions so far this season. 5 of them have come in those three games without those two players that I mentioned, and all of them are losses. Cleveland, he had 12 for 27, 125 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He led the game when he led the potential, I believe, tie and score or game-winning drive with the field goal, kick or miss. Okay. Against Minnesota, though, he had a chance to put him in position to tie the game. He threw a pick. He threw 2 crucial interceptions in that game. 21 to 30. Like I said, 272 yards, touchdown, a pick, 72 QBR, 70 completion percentage. And then against Cincinnati, he had a good game. 22 to 31, 365, a touchdown, 2 picks again, 52 QBR, 71 completion percentage. So that, to me, that should take him out. If I'm voting for anybody, it's going to be Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey. Give me Tyreek Hill. 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, 15.9 average receiving yards. That's obviously leads the league, leads wide receivers and touchdowns with 12. I'm going Tyreek Hill. This Christian McCaffrey's doing his thing too. 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. You know what I mean? So he's having a good year too. And he's obviously, they need him in that lineup. But if anybody, I'm just going to go off script, man. We're going Tyreek Hill. I'm going to go Tyreek Hill. You know, Dak's Dak, you know what I mean? 3,600 yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 picks, 72 QBR, 68. But I don't think he's going to win it. I really think it's going to be the Tua. It's either going to be Brock Purdy or maybe Tua. And I think it's probably going to go to Purdy. But I think it should be Tyreek Hill. That's me. That's just me. All right. Here we go. Let's keep it moving here. Let's keep this train moving. So now, my NFL contenders who are in a must-win situation. If they lose, I think it's over for them. Let's get to it. All right. So we got the Bengals first, 8-6. We got them right. Yep. The Bengals are 8-6. I mean, they must win. They got to win their next game. Their next games. I mean, they might lose to Pittsburgh this week, but they got Kansas City and they got Cleveland. They got to find a way to win 2 of these games, at least 2 to get in the playoffs. 8-6 right now, but I think they can fall back and they'll lose. And I had them missing the playoffs, not because of Joe Burrow though. I just had them in the beginning. Excuse me. So I think if they got to win these next 2 games, Steelers got to win out, but I don't think they're gonna. They might beat Cincinnati. They might because Jamar Chase isn't playing. So they might beat them. But I got them losing to the Seahawks and the Ravens, to be honest with you. I think they're out. And everything that's going on turmoil, George Pickens, not my blocking, and they calling him out. He trying to make some excuse up for it, and everything else is going on. Like, yeah, I got the Steelers out. I got the Steelers out, man. I don't think they're gonna win these games. All right. They're 7-7, 10th in the conference. So, and Cincinnati holds a 6th spot. Buffalo, 8-6. They're in the 9th place in the AFC. They got to win everything. They got to win everything. They got to win everything. They play the Chargers this week. Then they got the Pats and the Dolphins the next 2 weeks. They got to win all 3 of these games. No ifs, ands, or buts. And if they win all 3, they'll be 11. They'll be 11-6. That should get them in the playoffs comfortably. Colts. They're 7th in the conference. So right now they hold that last spot. They got to win everything to get in. They got to win everything to get in. Their last 2 games against the Raiders and the Texans. They got to get in. They got to win all these games to get in, or they're going to get jumped, and they're going to be out. We got the Vikings 7-7, 6. They hold a 6th spot in the NFC right now. They must win the rest of the way. They got the Lions, I believe, this week. Then they got the Packers and the Lions again. It's going to be tough. They got to win out though. I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose at least 2 of these games. That's just me. But I think they're going to get jumped. The Packers need help. I think they're done. They're 6-8, 11th in the conference. I think they're done. But I picked them to get in the playoffs, so I got to give them a chance. They got the Vikings and the Bears in the last 2 weeks of the season. Who do they got this week? Let me make sure we get this right. Hold up. Pardon me. All right. So the Colts got the Falcons. Sorry. So Colts got the Falcons this week. And the Packers got the Panthers. Packers should win. Packers could definitely win the next 3. They could easily win the next 3, and they're going to need help, though, because I'll make them 9-8. They're going to need a lot of help. Browns, 9-5. They're in. They just got to win. They win. They beat playing the Texans this week. They're going to beat the Texans without C.J. Stroud, who's in concussion protocol. He's not going to play. I think they'll beat the Texans. That'll get them 10-5. They should beat the Jets. That'll get them 11-5. They might lose to the Bengals. That'll get them 11-6. But either way, I think they're going to win at least 2 of their next 3, and they'll be in. Texans, 8-6. Just talked about them. They got to win out, but I think, and they're 8th in the conference. Browns are 5th. I think the Texans, man, I think with C.J. Stroud being out, how long he's out, I think they're going to fall out. I think they're going to fall further back, and they're not going to be able to make it in. So they got the Browns this week, and then they got the Titans and the Colts. Yeah, I think they fall out. Jaguars, 8-6. They need to win this division. Or they obviously this for the division, or I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Right now, they're 4th in the division because they're leading the division. They got the Bucs this week, the Panthers, and the Titans. The Bucs going to be the tricky one. After that, I think they'll win both of those, and they'll cruise into the playoffs as a division winner. Aforementioned Bucs, 7-7. They got the Jags. They're 4th. They were leading the division right now. They got the Saints and the Panthers. With the Saints losing, that keeps them comfortably in. I didn't think they were going to get into the playoffs this season, but I think they're going to get in now. Bucs will get in. And then we got the Seahawks, 7-7. You get the Titans this week, and then they got the Steelers and the Cardinals to close it out. And that'll make them 10-7 if they win all 3. They're 8th in the conference right now. I think this could be a sneaky one for the Titans. I think it could be, and I think I don't know. The Cards they could get them. Steelers, I don't know. They might ruin somebody's day. Steelers, you know what I mean? Spoiler. Both these teams could do that. So I think the Seahawks and their defense hasn't been as great. They played well against Philly last week, but yeah, I think they get bounced out. I don't think they make it in. They won't climb in. They're in 8th right now. They won't climb in. Broncos, 7-7. They need a lot of help. They're 11th in the conference. They got the Patriots this week, Chargers and the Raiders. It's gonna be tough. I don't know. I think they beat the Patriots. It might be close. I think they either lose to the Chargers or the Raiders, and I think they're out. And obviously we got, the 2 teams, and then, just throw some things in there. 10 for the division. Eagles and the Cowboys, they're both 10-4. They need to win. They need to win the division. They both got to win out and win the division. Eagles sit 5th in the conference. They got what do they got? They got the Giants this week, the Cards and the Giants again. Cowboys are 2nd in the conference because they lead the division. They got the Dolphins, Lions, and Commanders. Dolphins, Lions, and Commanders. I think the Cowboys could lose both those 2 games and the Eagles get in. I think the Eagles are going to benefit from this right now. So if you had to ask me, I thought it would be the Cowboys, but I'm going to say the Eagles. I'm going to say the Eagles actually get and win the division. All right. Games I'm looking forward to. Obviously, that Bengals Steelers game. See, since he can win this game, Jake Browning, keep it going. Then that was the only game really looking forward to. I mean, there's the other game, that's really it for me. I'm not looking for too many games. We're gonna see what else is going on, but yeah, that's it. So let's get into my locks now. 1 second. All right, so we're going crazy here. I'm going full-fledged Saturday, Sunday games. And I think, did I pick the Monday game? I didn't. I don't know if I picked the Monday game. I did pick the Ravens. I did. Did I pick it? Yep, I did pick the Monday game. Rams 49ers. Ravens 49ers. All right, here we go. So tomorrow's games. I got the Bengals -3 at the Steelers. I got the Chargers +12 hosting the Bills. Sunday, I got the Falcons -2.5. Falcons -2.5 at the Colts, or hosting the Colts. Titans +3 at the Seahawks. Lions -3 at the Vikings. Panthers +5 hosting the Packers. I got the Browns -2.5 at the Texans. I got the Jaguars +3 at the Bucks. I got the Dolphins -1 hosting the Cowboys. I got the Patriots +7 at the Broncos. And on Monday night, I got the Ravens +5.5 at the 49ers. Those are my locks. All right, y'all. We come back from the break. We're going to do some NBA. Yoshinaru Yamamoto. I don't know if I say his name right, but I'll get it right. Signs a big deal with the contracts. Yankees lose out on him. Where do we go from here? We'll get into that, all that more. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment. Right back after this Fanatical Massholes show.
It's kind of funny how the holidays make you feel a different way than you felt just the other day. I want to say to my family, have a special and festive holiday. Have a festive holiday to you and yours. Have a festive holiday. All across the world, and may your homes be warm and dry, and have enough to eat.
Welcome back. Fanatical Massholes show. Your boy Mizzle holding it down. All right, let's get right back into it. Shaquille O'Neal had an interesting top take on Steph Curry after the big win against the Boston Celtics last night. Let's listen in.
Consistently the best shooter his whole career. I'm wondering, is it time to start putting him as the best player of all time?
Best player?
I was there.
Oh, you put him over you?
In the conversation.
I'm asking you.
Yes.
You put him over you. You yourself
Way
put
better.
Steph Curry over you.
Yeah, this is why he's my favorite player. Because
I'm not saying favorite. He might be my favorite too, but I'm just asking you.
I played 20 years, watched 20 years before that. I've never seen a guy like him. And he's doing it consistently, and he has championships.
You put him over this time.
No, I'm not putting him anywhere. I'm saying,
okay,
for all the shooters, is it time to just put him in the conversation?
I think he.
I'm asking the fans, is it time to be?
All right, you just heard from Shaq. I mean, that's a tough question. Honestly, after Steph won his fourth, I didn't have him in the top 10 yet. But I think it might be time to definitely put him in the top 10. Do I think he's should be considered as one of the best to ever do it? He's close. I'm going to give him top 10. Is he a basketball legend? Steph's legendary. You can officially say it. Steph is legendary. Legendary. We know his career numbers. Career numbers is great. Let's look him up, though, just to do it for, shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Here we go. So here we go, real quick. So Steph Curry, career, we know what he's doing here. 27 points, career. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. We know what he does from three, 42% from the three. Plays about 43. 91 from the free throw line. Listen, Steph's great. I'm gonna get into his stats, what he's doing this year, because we're gonna get into that's one of the next topics. But yeah, is it time to put him? Is it time to say he's one of the greatest ever? You could say that. Is he top 5? No, I can't give him top 5 yet. I can't do that. I cannot give him that yet. I cannot do it. Steph's great. Again, he's legendary, but I'm not gonna put him in the top 5. He does not crack the top 5. He's not there yet. He's legendary. But he's not there yet. He's not top 5. He's not top 5 DOA. Period, point blank. I can't do that. I cannot do that. Let me know your thoughts, though. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Definitely comment on that. But yeah, I can't do it. He's great, though. He's in the top 10. I concede that. He's in the top 10. But I cannot put him I cannot really put him higher than that. I can't put him 5 and above. I cannot do that. All right. Let's move on, though. Back to now NBA. Top 10 players right now. You know, they was talking about power rankings, but we're at the we're at the third mark of the season, about 30 games, 25 to 30 games played right now by both all the teams. About 20. So, all right. Let me see who I'm gonna give you my top 10 real quick. I'm gonna keep it pushing. So here's my top 10. Damn, bugging out. All right. So it's not really in this order, but yeah, we kind of say it is. So I got Joel Embiid right now. He's top 10 in points, rebounds, and blocks. Joel Embiid's best player in the league. He's probably going to win his back-to-back MVP if he keeps on this pace. Luka Doncic, number 2, 32, 7, 9, and 8. He's averaging damn near triple-double. So was in Jokic. Jokic, 26, 12, and 9. He's averaging a triple-double, basically. Then you got Giannis, of course, Giannis. Giannis is, what is he? He's top 10 in points and rebounds. 30 points, 11 rebounds a game. You know Giannis. Giannis is going to be this. So he's top. Yeah, that's basically my food I have for my 5. So I said Embiid, Jokic, Doncic, Giannis. And then my 5th one is probably, man, right now, I'm going to go SGA, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Oklahoma City, OKC, stand up. I'm going with Shai. Gilgeous-Alexander. My man is averaging 30. He's averaging 6. First in steals, though. He leads the league in steals. You know what I'm saying? So he's getting you 6 assists, though. But again, the steals part, so it means he plays defense. Yeah, he's top 5 right now. Rounding it out, you know what I mean? I got KD, you know, averaging his 31, 5 and 4, doing his thing. Jason Tatum, 26, 8 and 4. Obviously, you got Steph. I got Steph, 28, 4 and 4. You know he's doing with the free throw, 41 from the 3, hitting 4.3s a game, 4 threes a game. And then rounding out the top 10 to me, 2 Lakers. LeBron at 25, 7 and 7. LeBron is beasting right now. At age 20, in year 21. Year 21, LeBron is beasting. LeBron is a top 10 player right now. Nobody can deny that. Period, point blank. I'm going with LeBron there. And then number 10, I got AD, man. AD's playing like a monster. A monster. 24, 12, and averaging 2.5 blocks, 15 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's killing it. AD is doing his thing. He showed up. He's showing up this season. He had a couple games where he wasn't. He's been around. AD's around. AD around. Respect to AD. Respect to all them players right there. That's my top 10. On the outside, though, again, we talked about him on our NBA preview show. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves, 24, 5 and 5. Okay? I like it. He's on the outside, though. Those are my top 10. You don't like it, who cares? But comment about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, comment. I like it. I want it all. All right. So let's get down to my bozos. Actually, no, let's talk about Yamamoto first. So let's get to him. My bad. Hold up. So Yoshinobu Yamamoto signed a 12-year contract worth $325 million to guess who? The LA Dodgers. Damn. LA Dodgers is out here just, listen, thieves in the night. Bogarting. They straight Bogarting and checking everybody. Nah, we want this player. We're going to take you. We're going to get you. Boom, boom, boom. Already having Tyler Glass now. They just got from the Rays. Like, come on, man. Listen, the Dodgers don't win the World Series, at least 5 of the next 10. To me, it's a failure. They got a super team right now. They got a super team. Do I think it's good for baseball? Absolutely. Somebody to hate. It's all good. Because at the end of the day, why would you not? The Major League Baseball is the one league where you can build super teams. Because not everybody has the same money as you. So go out and get them players you want to get. That's why they call the Yankees the evil empire. I was saying it a couple weeks ago, but I don't know now, man. I wanted them to really get Yamamoto. I don't know where they go from here, but so look at Yamamoto. He's 25. He logged a 70-29 record, 1.82 ERA, and 922 strikeouts across 7 seasons in the Nippon Professional Baseball League. He notched the, what is it? So, and then he notched a 1.16 ERA and 176 strikeouts in 171 seasons for the Oryx Buffaloes last season. Kid's good. He's good, and he's young. So they got two stalwarts. And now, and if Shohei comes back to pitch in 2025, woo! Listen, the Dodgers got to get it done. And I mean, listen, to me, I'm sorry. This is that Miami Heatles, LeBron, not 1, not 2, not 3. No, what do you say? Not 3, not 4, not 5. Multiple championships. They got to win, to me, at least 5 out of these next 10 years. Shohei's there for about a 10-year contract. He's there for 12. Mookie Betts is still kind of in his prime. You know what I mean? Towards the end, probably. I think he still could be there. You got Freddie Freeman. Nah, man. Tyler Glasnow now. Listen. Got to get it done. Dodgers got to win 5 of the next 10 championships, to me, or it's a failure. That's just me, though. That's just me. All right. What else we got? Let me close this out with my rants and my bozo. So my first bozo is the NCAA. Hey, Petty, man. They at Jim Harbaugh. Leave that brother alone, man. Man's just trying to coach his team and win a national championship. You on him about the first of it was recruiting thing. That he got suspended for 3 games. And it was the whole cheating scandal with the sign stealing and everything like that. And now it's something about what is it? He's facing a level 1 violation for allegedly providing false and misleading information in an investigation into recruiting infractions during the COVID-19 dead period. What? Shout out to the Score too. My bad. I gotta start shouting out these stories more. I do apologize for that. Y'all are giving me good stuff to talk about. I do appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much. But shout out to the Score from this. So the NCAA notice reportedly also outlined the level 4 level 2 charges that included impermissible contact with recruits and analysts performing coaching duties. Though some of the allegations have been addressed through a negotiated resolution earlier this year, the Wolverines and NCAA weren't able to resolve the level 1 charge against the NCAA, the veteran coach. Whatever, man. Listen, I'm gonna just say it like this. Come on, man. That's corny right there, man. What you gonna get him now? You gonna give him another one game suspension next season? And that was the COVID-19 dead period. Was that this season or was that in 2020? Y'all just finishing that? NCAA is super slow, man, and super bozo. Y'all are bozos, man. NCAA is a bunch of bozos. I'm with Chip Kelly, what Chip Kelly said, and I'm gonna get into that more next week. It's time for the college football to break away from the NCAA. Matter of fact, all the major sports, break away from the NCAA and do your own thing, because this stuff they be doing is, man, corny. Y'all reaching, man. Y'all forcing it. Craziness. All right. My next bozo, Detroit Pistons and Monty Williams. Listen, I thought Monty Williams was a damn good coach when he's in Phoenix, but 25 straight losses and you are the second highest paid coach in the league? My man's getting about 100 over 10 years. And you're 25 straight losses. Fans are trolling you. But Cade Cunningham comes out and says, we're not that bad. Yes, you are that bad. The game against Utah last night, who I picked Utah to win, by the way. Utah was without, who the hell was they without? Who didn't play last night? Laurie Marketing, their main player. Was it Keontae Green or Keontae Davis? I might have said his name wrong. What's my man's name? Taylor Horn Tucker didn't play. They were without some of their main players, and Utah still beat them. Kelly Olynyk led the way, and Utah still beat Detroit at home in Detroit. 25 straight losses. Whoa. Yo, nah, man. Nah, Detroit brass. Y'all are bozos for giving that man a contract. I'm not wishing for anybody's job. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to ish on Monty Williams. I'm just saying, come on, man. How do you lock 25 straight losses? And you had a win last night and you still lost? Nah. This is tanking at its craziest level. It ain't working. They might be in line to have another number 1 pick. Something different got to be done. Save them draft picks to trade for an actual bona fide star that can either teach these kids how to win or something different. But something ain't working, man. Detroit, y'all are bozos. The brass, I'm talking about, not the city. The fans deserve better. I applaud. I'm not saying you should be booing and trolling, but yeah, so it ain't looking good. I don't think somebody should be fired after their first season. But man, This might call for it. This might be the exception to the rule. 25 straight losses. 2 more losses, and they break the record for most consecutive losses in the season in NBA. Crazy. My last Bozo is my team, the Florida State Seminoles. I don't understand what they're doing. So now that they're suing to leave the ACC, basically over revenue concerns. Like, what do you? I mean, basically, them and Clemson kind of drive the in football, kind of drive it, but in Miami. But listen, I don't understand what you're trying to do here, Florida State. I really don't understand. So basically, says today we've reached the crossroad in our relationship with the ACC. So the lawsuit was filed in Leon County. The suit, good Lord, claims the ACC has mismanaged its media rights, and imposing draconian exit fees, breaking the grant of rights agreement, and leaving the ACC right now will cost Florida State $572 million, according to the lawsuit. So they're upset because ACC wants them to pay a hefty price to leave. You want to leave? It's like a divorce. You want a divorce, bro? Listen, that marital fee and that spousal fee is gonna be steep, bro. Cheaper to keep her or him, however you want to do it. Anyway, you know what I mean? It's cheaper is what they trying to say. Man, it's crazy. It's a crazy situation. On the eve, you got about a week and a half until you play this bowl game against Georgia where nobody's playing. Jared Verse is leaving. He's not playing. What's my man's name? Damn it. Damn, Johnny. What's the hell's my man's name, man? Number 14 wide receiver. He's going to the pros. He's not playing. Listen, a few of their good players are not playing in this game. Why did I forget this dude's name? I apologize for this. Yeah, they're not playing in the game against Georgia. So I kind of agree with what someone said I heard on the radio on TV, that if you wanted to prove a point to the CFP that you belonged, maybe you should have went out and played all your guys against Georgia, beat them, or at least kept it close, but you all opt out and show that you deserve to be there. We know Georgia deserves to be there. You got to show that now. The spread is already 14.5. It's probably going to go to 21 by the time kickoff comes up. And that might be the score. And now I can't say nothing. I got to sit in here. My wife, she don't really care because Georgia's not playing for the national championship. And she's already spoiled because they won 2 national championships. But whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. But listen, so this is like, is this another way to say to the NCAA, hey, we're going to stick it to you. So we ain't going to play in the game. But I know they're not. A lot of them are preparing for the draft. This game's meaningless. But this is a marquee game. It's a New Year's Eve game. I know I'm saying. It's a New Year's Day game. It's the Orange Bowl. And they're not playing. It's crazy. That's not a game you want to put out there on the public either for the public to watch on a certain night when ain't nothing else on. No one's going to turn on that game now. You might as well have put Liberty there or something like that. It's crazy. Crazy. Florida State, man, I love this team, but come on, man. We got to get this thing together, clean this thing up. You know, we lost out on a recruit. Georgia flipped one of the 5 stars that we had. He was coming with us. He was kind of torn, but he went back to Georgia. He's from Georgia anyway, but so he went there. I mean, we was able to get one of their. We were able to get a Georgia guy out of the transfer portal, but this is tough, man. It's tough what's going on with Florida State right now. Hopefully they get it together. Hopefully they do. All right. Before I go, I want to just say Merry Christmas to everybody. I'll obviously be on before the new year, and I wish y'all that too. Happy holidays and all that. I really thank y'all for supporting me this whole year and the show. You know, we're just going to keep grinding, keep growing. You know what I mean? That's what we're here to do. We just to show that our fan, man, I'm a sports fan just like y'all, fanatic. I love sports. Just wants to talk a little ish. You know what I'm saying? You can come in here and talk with me. You know, that's all we doing. I don't mean no harm to nobody. I'm trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just talking my talk, giving my opinion like everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all have a good, like I said, a good holiday. Whether you're in pajamas, you watching movies with the family, y'all drinking, y'all partying, whatever. Be safe, be responsible, be loved, be well. I'll see y'all next week. It's been the Fanatical Massholes Show. It's your boy Mizzo. One love. Peace. Y'all.
Festive holiday. Have a festive holiday. Have a festive holiday. To you and yours. Have a festive holiday. Oh, Lord. All across the world. All across the world. And may your homes be warm and dry. Oh, may your homes have enough to eat. Belly full, had enough shoes. Have a festive holiday. free.